Hi, I'm Joe Walensky, and I'm the program manager for ConveyUX, and that's been Seattle's annual user experience conference for the past 7 years, and we're now coming up on our 8th year. It's going to be March 3rd, 4th, and 5th in downtown Seattle at the West End, and ConveyUX is produced by Blink. And I have the fun job of talking to all the many speakers, and today I am talking with Tasha Lutfi. Hello, Tasha. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing so good. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm at Blink's downtown Seattle headquarters. Where are you at?
I am in Redmond right now, main campus, in a conference room, sequestered away so I can focus on our conversation.
All right. Well, probably a good place to start is to talk a little bit about your background and the types of things that you're doing at Microsoft.
Okay. I would absolutely love to share that with you. So I've been at Microsoft nearly 15 years. I have had nearly every role in design. Most recently, I am a design lead of Outlook. And I have been really excited about the unique challenges that brings to just when it comes to communication and task management for our consumers. I previously was working with the mobile effort of Microsoft. My design team and I helped craft the Samsung Microsoft partnership, and also I'm sure you've seen it, Microsoft Duo, the Surface Duo that just was in the news from Microsoft. That is the great work of my team. So we were solving the hard problem of how can you make your phone, your Android phone, work better with your Windows machine. And so I just recently actually left that, and I'm bringing all of that goodness to Outlook to help people do more with communication and task management.
Well, I'm sure you got a lot of things going on all the time at Microsoft with your job, taking care of Outlook. Is anything new and exciting going on besides that new area, or is that taking up most of your time?
It's taken up a lot, but we just had Ignite last week, and we unveiled to our consumers Mac OS. So anyone who's using Outlook on a Mac, check it out. It's a new look and feel, super slick, super sexy, and just shows off all the great work of my team.
Well, yeah, I mean, that brings up, interesting thing about Microsoft is just wanting to be able to deliver software everywhere now, which is such kind of a relatively new vision for the companies, but that must bring a lot of challenges in for you to be able to deliver to those different platforms.
Absolutely. And my design philosophy isn't super radical. One of my principles is give customers what they love. If you do that, then regardless of the platform, people will come to you. So we found that within the mobile effort of Microsoft, giving people access to their phone on Windows is exactly what they love, and customers started coming. So we're going to continue that great work in Outlook.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the session that you're going to do at the conference. It's going to be one of our workshops. So we have several half-day workshops that are included with the one price for the event, so anybody can get involved with the workshops. They're half-day, and yours is entitled The Power of No and Yes, Standing Firm and Speaking Out. So
Yeah.
why don't you talk to us a little bit about what we can expect from that?
Yeah, so with this workshop, it came about because saying no is something that I've struggled with in the past. I've seen my team struggle with it in the past, and there's really power behind saying no. There's power in feeling confident and knowing that saying no for what you believe as a designer and a creative individual, ultimately it helps you push your idea along. And so finding not only the right moments to say no, but how you can say no to bring others along is a skill that I have worked to hone. And in my talk, I'm going to give examples, some tragic because we all learn from the wrong way, but also the right way to do it. When there's times when you really, really need to say, wait a minute, are we doing the right thing for our customer? Are we doing the right thing for me? And being able to say that and bring people along. But I always believe in the counterbalance. We can't always go through life saying no. So when are those times when you have to say yes? And sometimes like that time where you have to say yes is it may feel a little bit scary. It may not look like you want it to look, but you need to say yes. So in creating just the outline for this workshop, I felt strongly we couldn't talk about saying no without finding out the right moments to say yes. So I really want people to walk away with feeling empowered, having those tools to be able to say no, but then also feeling equipped to when they're in this yes moment, to be able to say yes, and I'm going to bring this to the table, even if that situation looks a little bit different.
Well, I'm sure, well, in our constituency at the conference, we have people at a lot of different levels, from early in their career to being very seasoned veterans. But I mean, thinking about my own life, I think that the issue you bring up is always there. It's just that maybe I deal with it differently than when I was younger, or in different types of projects even, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And since I've had every role in design here at Microsoft, and even before I came here, I remember and I know very well what that pressure is like to say yes. Even when deep side in your heart, you're like, this is a terrible decision. And I found that working with designers so they feel empowered to speak their voice with respect, of course, of like, hey, here's what I can bring to the table and here's my perspective, is super beneficial. And now, like, and even if you are a seasoned individual, being in exec meetings and realizing that, hey, I may not agree with what the conversation is. How can you say no in a way that doesn't get you labeled as, oh, well, this person's a negative Nancy. They never like anything. How can you speak the intentions of your team and still bring people along to what your idea is? There's power behind that.
Well, I think it's going to be a great workshop for those that choose to hang out with you for that Wednesday morning. And I want to thank you for taking the time to chat with me here for a few minutes. And we'll see you in March when you make your relatively short visit across Lake Washington to downtown.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to it, and I think that everyone who does join us will walk away not only a better person, but a better person with more knowledge too.